Hello and welcome to the Smart Money Team Hangout and our live broadcast. My name is Charles Lenore Jr. and I am your host. And I'm also the founder and creator of the Smart Money Team, where we will show you the rapid way to eliminate your debt. Okay. Now, if you're here coming in for the first time, then I want to welcome you because you didn't have to tune in to the show. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for returning. But you guys know how we do it at the top of the hour. We do roll call. So if you are tuning in from East Coast to West Coast, I want to know what city and state you are representing. So if you would, in the comments below, let me know where you're tuning in from. And perhaps I'll give you a shout out even live right now on the air. But if you happen to catch this as a replay and you don't catch this live, put hashtag replay in the comments below. I still want to know that you did see this broadcast. All right. So today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked about a lot, and that's how to rapidly eliminate your debt. Okay. And I'm going to share with you the little known financial tool that we use in order to accomplish that. I mean, a lot of banks don't want you to know about this information. A lot of you have no idea that this tool actually exists. So I'm going to kind of cover why you want to be using this tool so that you can eliminate your debt. All right, again, my name is Charles Lenore, and I'm the host of this show. Now, normally this show is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today I changed the time in order to cover a little bit more information this evening. Okay. But next week we will go back to our regular time of 2 p.m. on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the problem we have right now in America. Many of you are facing a lot of financial difficulties. In fact, America is in financial crisis. Let's just be honest, okay? I call it a debt pandemic. I mean, we've got a national debt, it's $30 trillion. We've got our personal consumer debt at an all-time high of like $23 trillion. And a huge percentage of that is mortgage debt. How many of y'all out there have a mortgage? Meaning you're making a payment to the bank because you own the home. Now, what's funny is the terminology I use right there, because a lot of us are mortgage payers and we're not really true homeowners. Because here's the reality: until you make that last payment to the bank, you are not a homeowner. You are a mortgage payer. In fact, you are renting your home from the bank. All right, you don't believe me? Don't make that last payment, or don't make a couple of payments and see who comes and gets your home from you. All right, you do not own that home until you have made that last payment. And I don't care if you're only two payments away, stop making those payments and we'll see who the real true homeowner is. You are renting your home from the bank until you have made that last payment. And for many of us, unfortunately, you've signed a 30-year mortgage loan. Now, at the time, you may not have thought about that. Well, 30-year mortgage, I'm young, I'm in my 30s. I'll be done by the time I get ready to retire. But that usually isn't the case, because we do something that the banks have basically tricked us into doing many, many years, and that is refinancing. Most people refinance their home 2 to 3 times within the first 3 to 5 years of being in that home. The chances are that you will own your home free and clear are really low. And the bank does that intentionally. They want to keep you in debt as long as they possibly can. Why? Because they want to get more money out of you in the form of interest. Oh, we can go on and on and on about the con game that the bank plays with us. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not against banks or financial institutions. For many of us, it's the only way we are able to get a home. For many of us, it's the only way we're able to get education, by getting a student loan. For many of us, it's the only way we can get transportation, by buying a car, because we have to get a loan from the bank. So it is not my intent to bash the banks. We need the banks and financial institutions in a lot of ways. All right. But remember, it is a business relationship. Right. The banks are not our friends. They do not have our best interests at heart. What they want to do is keep us in debt to make as much money as possible as they can from us. Why? Because banks are in the business of making money. That's all banks are. They are in the business of making money. So as soon as you realize that, then you'll understand why they do not provide us with other ways to eliminate our debt, not pay as much interest on our loans as fast as we possibly can. Okay. So, how do we defeat the bank knowing that they're trying to get us to pay more than we really should be paying? Well, I'm glad you asked that question because it really boils down to one thing. The bank has this playbook, if you will, and it's called the amortization schedule. The amortization schedule is the tool that the banks use to get more money out of us than they should. And they get more money out of us in the form of interest, interest, interest. And the first 3 to 5 years of your loan, you're going to pay about 83% more in interest. In interest. Don't believe me? Take a look at the payments that you make. The majority of your payment is going towards interest and not going towards reducing your principal balance. And that is why you can be paying on a house 5, 7 years and only see a reduction of $3,000 to $5,000. And you're looking, you're saying, wow, I got a $200,000 loan and it's only dropped down to $197,000 or $192,000 over that long period of time. Well, guess what? That's because the majority of the money that you're paying is going towards interest. The bank gets this money front loaded, up front, as you will, up front. All right. So, unless you understand how to defeat the amortization schedule, you're going to overpay the bank and you're going to be stuck in this 30-year contract and you're going to pay more for your home than you should, or more for your car, or more for your student loan. Okay. Whatever you have that's a loan from the bank that has an amortization schedule tied to it, you risk the chance of paying more than you should be paying in the form of interest. Why should you care about that? Well, the fact that you're overpaying the bank is probably preventing you from doing the things you want to do in life, from living the lifestyle that you want to have. How about vacationing more? Maybe you want to put more money away for your kids' college education or your grandkids' college education. Maybe you want to pursue a higher education like a master's degree or a doctorate. Maybe you want to retire early. All these things are probably dreams of yours that are being prevented because you are paying the bank so much interest. All right. So now that we understand that the root problem is the interest and the tool that the bank uses in the amortization schedule, how do we defeat the bank? Well, a lot of you understand, and I won't insult your intelligence, that if you make additional payments, you can reduce the amount of time that you have to pay back on that loan, and you can reduce the amount of interest that you might have to pay the bank back over time. For example, the bank offers a lot of times the bi-weekly payment program, meaning that you'll make at least one full extra payment a year using that program, one full extra payment a year. By doing so, you will eliminate mathematically 7 years off your 30-year mortgage, meaning instead of paying your home off in 30 years, you can pay it off in 23. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not aggressive enough for me. All right. 23 years is still a long time. You don't think that's long? Think about it like this. Would you like to serve a jail sentence of 23 years? Probably not, right? And you definitely don't want to serve a sentence of 30 years because that's like a life sentence. So why would you want to continue to pay the bank for that long period of time? What if you knew of a way that you can actually pay your mortgage off on an average of 5 to 7 years? 5 to 7 years. And you didn't have to refinance. You didn't have to get a loan modification. You didn't have to get a loan consolidation. You didn't have to make more than the minimum monthly payment. And you can do it with your current income, meaning you don't have to go out and get a second, third job in order to make extra payments like you're trying to do now to pay things off early. What if it could all be done with your current income? Wouldn't that be exciting? And oh, by the way, what if you could also not only pay off your home, but pay off all the other debts you might have: student loans, auto loans, credit card loans, furniture loans? Well, not credit card loans, but credit cards. What if you could pay all that off and be completely debt free and it was all done using your current income? Wouldn't that be exciting? Think about what you could do with your life if you no longer had a mortgage payment or any payment. You owed nobody anything. What could you do? Would you vacation more? Would you spend more time with your friends and family? Would you volunteer like I do? Would you feed the homeless? Would you coach basketball? Or would you coach youth football? What is it that you would want to do if money was no longer an issue for you? See, that is why it is important for you to take financial control of your situation. Because if you do, the things you want to do in life will come to you a lot earlier. So how do we do this? How do we attack this amortization schedule, and how do we stop paying the bank so much interest so that we can put that money back in our pocket and spend it the way we want to spend it instead of giving it to the bank so they can invest it to go out and build more banks? Let me tell you, folks, we have a financial solution for you, a technological solution for you. Technology has come a long ways, and people say all the time, Charles, there's no way you can eliminate debt without paying extra each month, and there's just you can't do it. Okay, I don't see how you can pay your 30-year mortgage off about 7 years. Well, that's because you're ignorant, okay, to the things that have gone on around you. Okay, you don't keep up with the times, but technological advances have allowed us to live life more comfortably. Technological advances have solved problems in our society that we have struggled with or have had challenges with over the years. All right, think about this. Remember, not so long ago, when you wanted to listen to music, you had 8-track tapes, you had LPs or records, right? I'm dating myself, but these are the things that you had to get music from. It evolved through technology. Then we had cassette tapes, then we had CDs, and then now we have MP3 players and streaming music from the internet online. Think about that. Technology has evolved, right? And if you never had an open mind, you would still think it's not possible to listen to music other than on a record player. And what about our phones? You remember how you had to have a phone that was connected to something, a wire, hard line? But now we have these things called smartphones. Smartphones, folks. Not only can you talk to somebody on your phone, you can actually take pictures on your phone. And you can actually download and connect to the internet on your phone. You can do video on your phone. My God, all that can be done on a phone. Technology. Somebody solved a problem with our phone. So you say, well, Charles, I hear you, but that's not enough. Well, what about flying? You remember the Wright brothers invented the plane, right? And now we have rocket ships, space shuttles. We got rockets that can take you to the moon and put people into the space stations outside. And then we got rockets that are flying all the way to Mars so that we can take pictures of Mars. Technology, advancements in technology have allowed us to live our life more comfortable. So, why do you doubt that someone has made a technological advancement that can help us get out of debt much quicker? Someone has developed, using technology, a method and a way and a tool for us to be able to defeat the bank's amortization schedule mathematically so that we can eliminate our debt much faster and save more money. Why would you doubt that that's possible? The only reason I can think that anyone doubts anything is because they've never heard of it before. So when you first hear about something, you're skeptical that it even works. Is it a scam? Was a CD a scam? Was a smartphone a scam? No, it was a technological advancement that you may not have heard about until you saw it out in the mainstream. So my point is this: just because you haven't heard about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean it doesn't work. We have a tool, a financial tool that uses assistive technology. Look it up. Assistive technology, folks. It solves a mathematical problem for you with your finances. You want to get out of debt faster than you ever thought possible. There is a mathematical pathway for you to be able to do that. I like to call it a financial GPS. And you understand what GPS technology is, right? A lot of us have navigation systems in our car. And if you don't have it in your car, you definitely have it on your smartphone, right? And you know how when you want to go somewhere, wherever you are, you take your smartphone out or you plot the address in the car navigation system where you want to go. And what does it do? It automatically spits out the fastest route for you to get there. All right, turn by turn, how to get there, and how long it's going to take for you to get there. All right, we have technology that allows you to do that for your finances. Yeah, for your finances. You enter your debt, you enter your income, you enter your expenses, and this system will then calculate the fastest way for you to eliminate your debt. And many times, folks, it is quite shocking how fast you can eliminate your debt just following the roadmap that it tells you to follow without really any disruption to your current lifestyle or your budget. All right. I want you to think about it like this. There are diets out there, for example, that are really restrictive and really, really hard to follow. But if you follow them, you probably will lose some weight. Right? But maybe you have to eat ramen noodles for 3 times a week and you can't eat your favorite foods and things like that. You may lose weight, but you're hating life. And a lot of people, because it is so restrictive and because it changes your lifestyle so much, it's hard for you to continue to do it. So you give up or you quit. But what if there was a diet out there that you could continue to lose weight and you could still eat your favorite pizza? You can still eat your favorite ice cream. You can still eat hamburgers. All the things they tell you that's still bad for you, right? But as long as you follow what this diet is doing, you can see the weight coming off, right? So think about this. We have the assistive technology, a system that does that for your finances. It allows you to continue to live the lifestyle you were living, not disruptive to you, but it will show you how you can take off many, many years off your current pathway of debt and save a lot of money in the form of interest. So, this technology, folks, is out there and my team promotes it. And I want you to understand, if you're watching this video or you've been invited to look at this broadcast every week, to understand there's somebody out there who cares about you enough to say you do not have to suffer unnecessarily in your financial situation. You can eliminate your debt and you can save a lot more money than you ever thought possible if you put yourself on this special diet or this system that we have that leverages assistive technology to be able to do what you thought was not possible. Eliminate your debt faster than you ever thought you could, just using your current income. No second or third job needed, just your current income. Well, what is this assistive technology, Charles? I've heard you say this term several times. Assistive technology is the type of technology that most of you can find today and don't even realize it. For example, many of the modern cars right now have self-parking features. You can put yourself in a car and you know it will parallel park for you and you ain't got to do anything. Self-parking features. What about self-driving? We've seen that. Oh, it's only a matter of time, folks, before cars are driving and people are just sitting back and they are driving themselves. All right, it's coming. It's already out there. Okay, but it will be mainstream at some point. And if you want to deny it, deny it. But it will be a common thing at some point. All right, that is what I'm talking about, assistive technology. And what about Alexa? You know, those things that you can say, Alexa, what's the weather today? And it tells you the weather, right? But it also can integrate into your home, and it won't be long before Alexa is controlling everything. And all you have to do is say, turn the lights on, turn the lights off, open the refrigerator, all that kind of stuff, and it will do it for you. Assistive technology finds ways to make our life easier. It finds ways to overcome challenges in our lives. So understand this. We have that type of technology for our finances. We have it in a system that will help you eliminate your debt faster than you ever thought possible. So if you want to get rid of your mortgage, your student loan, your auto loan, your credit card loan, your furniture loan, your ski boat loan, your sailboat loan, any loan that you have out there, business, commercial, whatever it is, and you don't want to pay the bank more interest than they deserve, then you definitely want to check out what our team is sharing. See if you can qualify for this program and see what the numbers would look like for you. That's all you have to do. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of you will have, it will totally blow your mind because you're going to see that you can be completely debt free 10, 15, 20 years faster than you ever thought was possible, meaning you could probably retire earlier. You know, I retired from the military in 2016. I was still in my 40s. I have not worked since then. Why? Because I use this assistive technology, the system, to help me eliminate all my debt and to build a real estate empire. I have a lot of rental property that I have passive income from. And because I was able to pay those properties off so fast, I'm able to live a lifestyle that I could only dream of, that most people can only dream of. I didn't think it was possible, but it is possible if you can leverage technology. So, what am I saying to you? I'm saying to you that if you were invited by somebody to watch this broadcast from the Smart Money team, get back with them. Say, I want to know about this technology that you guys have, that you're promoting, this system, because I want to see will it work for me. And oh, by the way, once you see what this system can do for you, you're going to be excited about it. You are going to absolutely be excited and hysterical and amazed at what it can do for you. You're not going to be able to keep your mouth shut about it. Trust me, you're going to tell your uncle, your aunt, you're going to tell your co-workers, you're going to tell your pastor, you're going to talk to any and everybody you can about it because you are seeing what it is doing for you and how it has changed the financial outcome of your family. You're not going to be able to shut up about it. So guess what? Because we have an opportunity attached to this, you can take advantage of sharing that information and what this tool and this system can do for you and get paid in the process. That's right. You can help other people eliminate their debt and get paid to do it. While you're working on your personal situation, you can also help other people work on their debt situation, but get paid in the process. So, two things that I'm telling you tonight. One is you need to see if our powerful assistive technology can help you, our system can help you eliminate your debt faster than you ever thought possible. And two, you need to join our crusade against debt and poverty in America. And we're going to have success with this, folks, one individual, one family, one community at a time. We are sweeping across America, coast to coast, letting people know about a system and technology that most people have no idea exists that can help them financially. People are suffering out there. People are living paycheck to paycheck. Inflation is eating up people's budget and their lifestyle, but not people on the smart money team, because we have a tool that is combating that, keeping us from overpaying the bank, keeping us on track financially so that we can weather the storm. So, folks, listen to me when I tell you that you're going to wish that you had used this system 10 years from now if you're still paying on your mortgage, 15 years from now if you still have student loans, 20 years from now if you still have your mortgage, your student loans, and you have a car. You're going to wish that you had taken a look at this assistive technology and our system and got started when you heard this broadcast. You're going to wish that. I've had people come back to me 8-10 years later and say, Charles, I should have, would, could have. I wish I would have listened to you 8-10 years ago. I would have already been completely debt free, because when you showed me my numbers and it showed that I could be paid off and be completely debt free, I didn't make that choice. I decided to go refinance, and I refinanced 2 or 3 times. And I'm still paying on the same house. In fact, when you refinance, guess what? You reset the mortgage clock all over again. Another big win for the bank, because not only did they have all the interest that you had already paid them up to that point, now you got to pay them all these extra closing costs. Another big tip. And then they reset your timeline, giving you another 30-year mortgage. That's like almost crossing the finish line, getting the gold medal, and being told, start all over again. Who does that? A lot of you do, because you don't know any better. So educate yourself, folks. Educate yourself to understand that you are overpaying the bank, but there is a better way. There is a better way. We have the bank's playbook. That amortization schedule can be literally destroyed with this assistive technology and the system we have. And all you have to do is follow it. Just follow it. And I guarantee you, you will pay off your debt faster than you ever thought possible. So tonight, as I get ready to wrap things up, I just want to make a plea to you to take control of your financial situation. Leverage the technology that we have out there that a lot of people don't even know exists to defeat the bank and beat them at their own game. Save the money that you would have been giving the bank, put it back in your pocket so you can do the things that you want to do in life. Invest more, buy more rental property, or buy rental property, or pay for your kids' college education or your grandkids' college education, retire early, whatever it is that you want to do that you can't do right now because you don't have the money because you're overpaying the bank. That's what I want you to get through your thick skull tonight. Okay? That's what I want you to understand. We have the answer to financial cancer. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. All right? If you had the answer, the solution, the cure to that cancer that your family member, your coworker, your friend was suffering from, would you withhold it from them? Would you not share it with them? Would you watch them suffer endlessly, knowing that what you have in your possession could cure them? Would you do it? I believe you have a heart. I believe that you would reach out to them, and I believe you would try to save them. You wouldn't want to see them wither away and suffer unnecessarily. But that's what many people are doing financially. They are overpaying the bank and giving the bank so much interest, it's withering them away. They can't live the life they want to live. They can't live the lifestyle that they were ordained to have. They cannot enjoy life because they have this financial cancer. But we have the solution. We have the cure. And it comes in the form of assistive technology, technology that a lot of people have no idea exists or how it works. But we have a system that can defeat the bank's amortization schedule, literally destroy it, mathematically destroy it. Destroy it. Oh, Charles, I can't believe that there's something out there that has math that can do something like that. Okay, then you don't believe that we can put people in space, that people can build rocket ships, that people can build planes, that people can develop cars that self-park, that we have drones that can deliver packages from Amazon. Then you, my friend, are ignorant to technology. Technology exists. We have a system that can do that for you financially. So put us to the test. Get back with the person that invited you to check out this broadcast. Get back with the person who thought enough of you to say, I believe I can help you. I want to share this cure with you so that you don't have to endlessly suffer, needlessly suffer from financial cancer. Let me help you. Let me save you. Get back with that person tonight and say, thank you for sharing this broadcast with me. Thank you for pointing this my direction, because I don't know what I would have done in the next 5-10 years or where I would be. But you, my friend, thought enough of me to help me dig myself out of this hole. And that is what we want for you tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time. We will be back next week at our regular scheduled time of 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share this broadcast with a friend or anybody that you think needs to see this show. All right. And if you want more information about the system that we have, then I want to invite you to the smartmoneygroup.org. Go to that website. All right. And fill out the short form there, your name and your email address. Promise you, we're not going to sell your information or anything. It's just to make sure that we have legitimate people coming through, because this is going to give you the opportunity to go into our private Facebook group of almost 8,000 people in it. And in this group, you will learn about this assistive technology and the system we have and how people are using it to eliminate their mortgages in 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, okay? And all their other debt. I'm talking cars and student loans and everything, credit card debt, all right? You will see the comments and you will see the excitement from the people who have watched the videos to get a better understanding about the banking system and how they're overpaying and how amortization schedules work and how you're overpaying in interest and how this system can defeat all that for you. It's like having as a sports analogy, it's like having the opposing team's playbook. If you know what they're going to do and you still can't win, that's totally on you. But if you know what they're going to do, you can position yourself to be able to win, to win, to win. All right. So go to that group, all right, that page there, enter the information, request to come into our private Facebook group so that you can learn more. I'll put that up again for you, smartmoneygroup.org. It'll take you to the website, enter your information in there, and then you will gain access to the Smart Money Group Facebook group, where you can see all the modules, all the information for free, all right? Totally free. It's an educational group, all right? All right, so enjoy the rest of your evening, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight, all right? Make sure you tune in next week, as you can see on the ticker there, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, back to our normal time, all right? And I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. All right. And think about what I've told you. All right. Think about what I've told you. If you're over 40 years old, over 40, and you're ready to start improving your life financially, not for just yourself, but maybe for your family or your kids or your grandkids, okay? Stop giving the bank more money than they deserve. It's time for you to take control of your finances. And you can do that with this assistive technology and the system that we have that a lot of people have no idea exists. Come see if it'll work for you. All right. Take care, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.